Hey, what's up guys, it's Master Leaf here, coming back to do another first person video, and today I will be playing against the legend, also known as Unleashed. Now I did make an epic first person video yesterday against this player. It was I had one game on it, it was a T59 mirror, and I made the most insane comeback. And I do truly mean it was pretty insane. I was so behind. He captured all my harvesters with cultists, and then I had to work from there to try and get back into the game. It was pretty nuts. Anyways, I chose Traveler 59. I'm not sure if that was deliberate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was not deliberate. I was meant to go random, but nonetheless, we'll go with it anyways. He could be Black Hand or anything, you know. If he's Black Hand, then this could be a really balanced matchup. I do believe also that... oh, he's Scrin. Okay, so that could mean he is Traveler also. But there's a 1 in 3 chance of that actually happening. And yeah, I have not been playing too great today. I miss microing so much. And judging by the amount of buzzers he has, I doubt he would have gone for a Disintegrator Rush if he had gone for one. Because usually players, when they go for Descent Rushes, they don't make too many buzzers. No more than 2 anyways, because those 2 buzzers that they make usually come from the Souled Stasis Chamber and Portal. So yeah, we're going to identify what kind of Scrin race he is right now. He is just regular vanilla Scrin. Okay, so yeah, this matchup is quite imbalanced, and I'll show you now why that is. Firstly, actually I'll explain to you why that is. Firstly, the Disintegrators cost-effectively own Gunwalkers. That's the first thing. Yeah, so Gunwalkers, they should be able to kill Disintegrators, but since Descents have their speed upgrade, that just is no longer the case. And the most game-breaking thing in this matchup is Cultists, because, well, they can take pretty much anything besides an epic unit, and it is pretty deadly, because they can take even Gunwalkers over, and then you as a Scrim player, you've got an army of Gunwalkers to contend with. Gunwalkers that you made in the first place. If they go for Mechapeds, then the Mecha's just going to get captured unless you have a critical mass of Mechas, but that's really unlikely in a lot of games. What I think is a good idea for Scrin to counter Cultists is just throw down the Stasis Shield on the Cultist, try and separate some Cultists and pick away one half of the army while the other is kind of locked in stasis, in the stasis bubble. A bit like, it kind of reminds me of that old ability in StarCraft. What was it, the Mothership's Vortex or whatever it's called. Like it can pull units out of the battle for a certain amount of certain period of time, which, I mean, the stasis shield is more or less that. Anyways, we go for Seekers now, try and put some early pressure onto Unleashed, who seems to be going for what appears to be a fast tech. He's probably going to stasis my tier 2. We're going to go for the tier 2 first, so we can upgrade one of our power plants before proceeding on to building the stasis chamber and portal and so on and so forth. And he's going for the lightning spike now, so that is enough as evidence to suggest that he's going for Mechapeds. We can use the Tiberium vibration scan to reveal Mechapeds on the map, so that's not a big deal. But in the meantime, we'll just take out these units right here, and we've got most of the map scouted out. So yeah, he's going for Devourer tanks, which, I mean, you don't often see. What I like to do when I'm playing any Scrin mirror, or in particular the Traveler 59 mirrors, is put a Corruptor next to my portal. That way, if he uses a swarm on my cultists, then this Corruptor just camping the portal will just instantly incinerate those buzzers, preventing my cultists from getting killed. So yeah, fun fact. If you want to keep your cultists safe from buzzer swarms, then that's how you do it. You just put a Corruptor near them. And 1 Corruptor is all that's necessary, to be honest. Alright, okay, so he's going for the Mechapeds now, so let's get these cultists into position. We're going to send the Corruptor with our cultists. And yeah, this Corruptor will be able to save us from these Mechapeds. Let's take this over real quick. Now he has a few mechapedes, not too many in fact. He's going for what appears to be the bottom 2 spikes there, so we'll need to bear that in mind. And what I like to do against Skrin is use the temporal wormhole on the mechapedes just so I can slow them down while my cultists are able to kill them off. So yeah, going to position these cultists so we can take the mechapedes over. Of course, that's what you want to do. And our scan will be recharged soon, so we will be able to use that scan and reveal where those mechapedes are on the map. And yeah, it doesn't look like I know where they are at the moment. He's probably most likely gone back to base, so we'll use the scan, go for the hexapod now, and some mechapedes of our own. And oh my god, you just used the buzzer swarm, but you know, I'm not too bothered about that. We'll pure storm column up now, and his mechapedes are there. Okay, so this is what I like to do. I like to use the bubble on them, and then just capture both of these like that. And then just focus fire the heads of these ones. It's pretty easy like that. And focus fire that down, and our storm column will be done very soon, which is nice. And we can use this storm column right here to kill these mechapedes. So if we focus fire the heads of those, then use these mechapedes that we captured to take one of his units, then that's all good. Get a hexapod out again. I'll reiterate, my micro has not been that good. I'm just like moving here and there, losing a load of mechapede heads, which, you know, shouldn't happen, to be honest. Alright, and we have 3 mechapedes that we're able to take from him. Of course, we don't need to make mechas because they're just donated to us as a Traveler 59 player. Alright, and we'll equip some toxin segments to deal with this. Send these harvesters to the blue tip. As you can see, he's got a harvester there mining. We want to do something about that. And that will be all good there. Okay, so we'll just snipe some of these mechapedes. Used his own mechapiece to kill his mechapiece, so this is cultist value right here. I'm not even gonna get 2 mechas. I mean, oh my god, it's actually happening. Okay, there's his commando. Let's take that out. It's not a prodigy, so yeah, we can actually take it out before it uses its blink ability, since it, you know, it doesn't have blink. It's only a mastermind. It's not overpowered like the prodigy's version of it. Okay, and yes, he has 2 mechapedes still going for the mechas, but I'm making good use of the mechapedes that he kindly donated to me. Yeah, it's really outdoing the expectations I had of these units. They're really doing a lot of damage to him. So let's send these cultists in. You know, I can see that there's no like ribbons from those cultists, so I know for a fact that those units have not used their mind control. Alright, we have a prodigy here. We can get that garrisoned up into our hexapod, which is on its way to his base. So we can also take out some of these harvesters. And what have I done with those cultists? Oh yeah, there we go. Forgetting where I'm placing my units now. It's just one of those days. Man, I was so pissed when Windows 8 didn't record my FPVoD yesterday. I swear it was an epic VOD. I really am gutted that it didn't get recorded in the end. And yeah, he's gonna clean up that there, but you know, no big deal. No big deal whatsoever. We have our temporal wormhole halfway done. We can use that again to take his units over. Scan for those. Alright, okay. Let's get some more cultists out to deal with these mechapedes. As you can see, the mechapedes are revealed. We have a self-teleportation ability as well, so we can use that. Let's get these cultists into action. And what unit have I taken over? It's just a buzzer. Okay, so we can, yeah, we can't kill that with a corruptor because, yeah, corruptors only heal allied units. They don't kill them. Alright. I mean, I'm not sure what I could do here. I don't think he has a commando right now. Take this out. Oh shit. When your hexapod is on aggressive stance, it can actually teleport. Even when you tell it to, it just won't teleport. And Unleash not paying attention there. Going to lose his units there to my... I mean his mastermind to my swarm. Now we can begin to make planetary assault carriers, which is the worst unit to build in the Scrim Mirror, but to be honest, since I'm so far ahead, it's not going to make a huge deal. And gun damage does a lot to the hexapod, so yeah. Let's take this over. Get some headshots on that. And yes, we will take out his phase hexapod. It must have been on such low health. The phase doesn't make your units invincible, it just buffs the armor by a significant amount. And yeah, 10 cultists. This is pretty much what I was saying in the beginning. Skrin have no answer to them, which is a shame really. That's why a lot of players choose Traveller over Skrin. And we can even retake our own units from this commando. See, he just stole it with the commando, but my cultists can retake it from them, from that mastermind. And my hexapod still lives. And to seal the deal, we're going to go for Pax. And yeah, he's just going to surrender there, seeing how he had no chance really against Traveller. Anyways, I'm not sure if I'll include that game. But yes, we will proceed on to the next one. Alright guys, so yeah, I'm going to pick random this time, no mistakes this time, we're going to go random. And Unleashed also picking random on the same map, that is Rift, and wow, it doesn't even matter because random is just going to give me it anyways. Not complaining though, I mean it is a good faction, but you know, having it in random and a random mirror is just even more deadly since your opponent doesn't know that you are indeed Traveller. And am I going to go for fast legs? Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Go for those fast legs, and of course we can scan the fog for the tower cells to see what particular faction he is in a random mirror. It's quite useful this way. That's why some players don't draft towers in random mirrors, for example Bycrush, because he knows that players usually spot those. It's not an exploit or anything, I mean it's just part of the game. It's been there since day one, Tiberian Wars in 2007. Okay, so take this spike over. He hasn't drafted anything. Usually if players don't draft anything, there's some kind of Skrin faction, so we want to keep these disintegrators near to our engineer, just in case a buzzer decides to sneak up on it and kill it while it's trying to capture a spike. It's really hard to conceal this rush, because as soon as your opponent sees that... Okay, so he is, yeah, so he's probably going to be going back now, and yeah, we can take out these engineers with these disintegrate squads. We just need to be cautious of it though. He's only got one shadow team here. We can overwhelm that one shadow team with this many disintegrators. We just need to keep an eye on these descents, that's all. Alright, okay, there's the shadow team. And descents can detect stealth. And there you go, you can just overwhelm it with that many descents. It's not a big deal. Okay, and he lost 2 engineers there. I managed to capture the spike, and now his shadow teams are probably likely going back to my base. Oh no, they're not. They're actually still my base bombing power. I want to keep that buzzer in there in case he decides to use that as cover. And what I like to do sometimes is just hover my buzzer hive over the power plant, and as soon as I see it become red, then I know the shadow teams are there. So I'm scanning over the place, trying to see where his shadow teams are. So I'm scanning here, And so far, nothing.
Building. Insufficient funds.
And nothing yet.
Cancelled.
So, okay, shadow teams are gone to kill off the descents. Okay, that's a good idea by Unleash. That's why I didn't want to place my buzzer hive there, just in case he would do that. So yeah, we're going to cancel the harvester, the fourth harvester, so we can get a seeker out to detect these units, and then we can just place down the buzzer hive, and those shadow teams can rest in peace. Of course, you want to fix your rally points, otherwise harvesters will go towards these places and disrupt your eco because they didn't spend that time harvesting. Instead, they just decided to wander off and do stupid things. Okay, and no shadow teams yet. Want to place the power plants really close to each other. And I believe we're going to go for Seeker Descent. Okay, so here he comes with those. Place the buzzer hive down. And yeah, he loses one of the shadow teams. So we're just going to follow that with the Seekers. Power down one of these refineries. Get that portal back. Now he's only got one shadow team now, so he doesn't have enough firepower to instantly kill a reactor. He can only damage it. And here we go, he's going for the flame tank. But we have a Seeker here already, so we should be fine. And yeah, he's trying to handle all these units at once. He's going probably for more than one flame tank, knowing Unleashed. So I've got a photon cannon queued. We can just make one descent to spot for additional flame tanks. And yeah, what we can do is we can just place this behind the flame tank. And what you want to do at Reckoners is you always want to attack the rear armor of the Reckoners, because they do deal more damage. And yes, I mean, I need more distance now to see if he's going for more Reckoners or more flame tanks, but it doesn't appear like it. Let's throw down the buzzer hive now. And these will die eventually, these squads, and we have an elite disintegrator squad in the pro. Actually, no, it's just a buzzer. Okay, then, so let's just spread these Seekers out best we can. Just go for descents now, because sooner or later he's going to be transitioning out of this, so let's stop queuing those up. See if he's got anything hiding in the corner. So what players like to do is they like to hide units in the corner, and then when they see you leave the base, they'll just go in and kill you with that unit. But it doesn't appear like Unleashed is doing that. He is likely very far behind, considering how he lost all of those units for only one war factory. I mean, he did force me to spend resources on a lot of units, but yeah. We want to just consolidate forces because we don't want to have him give him the defender's advantage. Let's just repair this spike right here. He's going for mass raider buggy. I have 18 descents right now, so yeah, it's going to be able to easily overwhelm those buggies. You just need to make sure that you aim the buggies down with your mouse. Don't use the A move. You have to actually right-click the buggies, and actually the buggies are really weak versus descents because they often reverse move into the descents, which is a kind of a bug, but you can exploit that as Traveler 59, and that will work. Okay, so we got so many descents now. He's just going to get these buggies absolutely annihilated if he decides to engage that. And yeah, he wouldn't send a harvester there. If he would, it would get instantly trashed in a matter of seconds. I'm going for mass Seekers now, which I believe is probably the best thing to go for. And of course, he's just going to camp at his base in the meantime. This is giving me time. And yeah, he's going for mass buggies, so he's prepared for these many units, these many disintegrators. So we're just going to kill this spike off real quick. And see if we can kill some of these harvesters here. He probably doesn't even have a refinery as of yet. No, he doesn't. So he's just sitting on that many buggies, which I mean, I've got my economy established now. I am going to lose some units, but to be honest, I can just recover and build more units. And of course, he's not going to see these units coming. Well, he might. He might see them coming. Yeah, he's going to see them coming because of that there. But during this time, I have been able to get my economy up, which, I mean, that was the idea of the descents. And since he's only got buggies, we can use the infestation hive to use the infestation on the Tiberium fields. If those buggies decide to go on a Tiberium field, then they will get killed by the infestation hive, which is really, really powerful. I'll show you in a second if they decide to do that. And of course we have the repair drones, which is actually really amazing because it kind of compensates for the gun damage weakness that the Seekers have, because they have so much durability with that, with those drones in action. Alright, so let's send some harvesters to the blue Tiberium field now. And we're just going to use the drone support power as well as the other things. I'm going to go to the bottom of the Tiberium field, and this infestation hive is going to be absolutely epic, as you'll see in a moment here. And put it on the field there. And as you can see, if he doesn't decide to take that infestation hive out, some of his units are going to get destroyed. I'm not even microing here simply because I have too much forces, and he's not going to be able to crack that with that many bike buggy, especially seeing how all of them are already wounded. But yeah, we can do a better job here. We can focus fire some of these units down just so they die quicker. We can even kill the bikes off if we want. Starting to build flame tanks now for that meat shield. But Seeker Gunwalker is actually really, really powerful when you're in positions like this. You can use it to end games quickly when you have the lead. And you know, Seekers aren't that bad against buggies. Many people think that they are, but they really aren't. If you do it cost effectively, then the Seekers will win any day of the week. Because it's not just the damage that they take, it's just the damage that they deal, the Seekers. They actually are really, really good at dishing out damage. Their damage is really, really high. So yeah, we can take out some of these harvesters here now. And we got some reinforcements here, gunwalkers, which are never going to die to gun-type weaponry. Trying to hold this off with Scorpion tanks again. Our drones has recharged, so we can throw that down again. And Unleashed with the Shadow Team opening, I mean, he didn't exactly execute that brilliantly. He should have just gone straight for my descents upon seeing them. I know that's what Bike Crush would have done. So yeah, he's actually teched up to tier 3, surprisingly. He's being more efficient than I have in this game, simply because I wasted a load of descents. So yeah, that's why he's still alive now. But he will only be alive for a little bit longer. And some of those units ranking up, as you can see, because Seekers are really easy to kill. And he's just hugging that war factory till the end of time, so he's probably going to hold this off. But when I get my tier 3 up, then I can get the good stuff out, like the tripods, the Prodigy, the Hexapod, or even the mass planetary assault carriers, which, I mean, we could do that. We could do it. Just for the lols. We could do it. Yes, that sounds like a brilliant idea. Let's go for it. In the meantime, we might as well get shards to make these Seekers more powerful. And he's still got a lot of Tiberium left, so I have to bear that in mind. Though this blue Tiberium that I'm leeching now is definitely going to be needed for the pack spam that we're going to be going for, which I believe is probably the best way to end this game. Unless we just end it here with a temporal wormhole, because that's just overpowered.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Building.
As you can see, insta-win any engagement upon using that power. Just tremendously slows down enemy units.
New construction.
Get the traveler engines too, so we can increase the movement speed of our ships.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy.
And just get those mass packs into action.
Under attack. Structure.
And Unleashed, I mean, he's not out of it yet, but upon seeing these packs, he will be like, oh my god. Think I might have lost. I hope he gets the message then, because usually he doesn't. He's like, yeah, I've got a chance to win this game. I'm on one harvester, but you know what? I can still win it. And yes, 3 airfield packs is pretty good. We were able to retain a lot of these Seekers alive as well. Unleashed, I'm not sure what he's doing now. Why would he continue to play, considering how I'm so far ahead? I have established a 3rd base. He's going for the Redeemer. But to be honest, what's that going to do? Sell this Warp Sphere off, because to be honest, we don't need that. And when we get our Traveler engines done, we can just steamroll into his base and end the game as soon as possible.
Cannot deploy.
And that will be that.
Unit under attack. Construction.
So yes, I think we'll wait till we have about 9 or so packs. That's probably a good number to have. But considering how he has little to no anti-air, even 3 or so packs would be pretty cost effective here.
Insufficient funds.
Air is best used when unscouted, and in this case I doubt he would ever expect me to go packs. He probably expects me to go tripods, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him building avatars or vertigo bombers, which is going to be pretty funny if he is doing that. Sometimes just being so unorthodox catches your opponents off guard, and it can actually be much better than playing standard, as Unleashed knows very much so. So yeah, he's going for the airfield now.
Unit detected. Harvester under attack.
And with 8 packs, I believe that's probably enough to end this game. So let's go for it. He's going for stealth tanks, but packs, they can focus down stealth tanks really, really quickly. And we can set the rally points for these planetary assault carriers just to, you know, end the game for us. We can also assign the production stance of these buildings. So if we set these gravity stabilizers to a aggressive stance, these packs will spawn with the aggressive stance, which can come in handy. So yeah, I don't believe I need to pull off any micro here. We can just enjoy the spectacle as these planetary assault carriers will just come into his base and wreck everything. Unleashed just realizing that he is in serious danger, dropping 1 SAM turret, which I believe is going to do nothing, and yeah, his base is just going to get destroyed in a matter of seconds. And this will be it for Unleashed. And hopefully in the future he will learn to quit games when he is lost, because he has a bad habit of just staying in the game even though he has definitely lost. And it takes this much BM to get him to quit the game. He believes he still has a chance to win. Okay, finally he just sells and ends the game. Okay, right. So, mass planetary assault carrier in a 1v1 game. I believe someone requested that of me, and yes, I have fulfilled your request. If you have any other requests, then please don't be shy. Please just, you know, leave it in the comments below, and I'll try my best to do it. Okay, so Unleashed picking GDI now. So Unleashed wants some GDI actions, and I believe we'll change the map. Because, yeah, this map is getting boring. Rift every single game. Decision is not that good of a map. I mean, it can be fun at times, but it's more or less just camp with, you know, any faction. Aside from probably Reaper 17, who need to be aggressive and go for depth coral rushes. And later on, they can't really camp because they don't have artillery. Factions without artillery are the ones that will probably do the worst on this map, like Zocom and Reaper. Alright, so we are... Even check who I am. Okay, I'm Nod. So it's going to be a classic Nod versus GDI game. And we can take these structures away. And we might go for one rifle too. Just so we can beat a rifle squad, assuming that we don't lose half our squad to the Tiberium exposure. Okay, what we're going to do with this engineer is maybe just booby trap this structure, force those rifles to enter it, and then they'll get killed instantly if they want to do that. So we'll garrison up that building. We know for a fact that he can go there before me. Try and take this building from him. And yeah, the goal on this map early on is to try and gain as much of the map as possible. It doesn't matter that we're going to lose this squad, because he's going to lose it anyways to that. And yes, we don't know what he could be doing, so we'll go for a buggy first. Unleashed is known to do some crazy things on this map, so we have to go for the buggy first just to see what he could be doing. Of course, he could always be going for an Orca rush, but if he decides to waste those rockets on killing this buggy, then that is fine by me. Alright, so yeah, we're not gonna... I mean, we could go that way, but I think it's barely out of range. If you take this route, you'll be barely out of range of this tower. And he is going for just a standard build by the look of things. Only one... He's actually going, yeah, for the standard build. So Unleashed usually does go for crazy things on this map, but this time apparently he's just going to play normal. Which, I mean, yeah, it can be normal. And what we can do is we can block this MCV with the S move. If you spam S on your keyboard, you can block the enemy MCV. Kind of a dick move, though. This is the kind of thing that players do in StarCraft to deny your opponent's expansion. I mean, really, what he should be doing now is using this time to build up his third refinery, but instead he's going to go straight for the expansion field. And to counter those pits, we're not going to counter them at all, since he only built them to kill the Raider buggy, which, I mean, it's not a great use of pit balls. We're probably just going to go infantry after this and hard counter those pits. And then later on we'll transition to the Nod camp, because Nod camp on this map is pretty OP. Alright, so yeah, we'll get some Scorpion tanks out to deal with this bunker. We need to handle this bunker real quick. I sometimes like to sell one of those onto it. And we have to defend these harvesters now. We should be able to save it though, since the war factory repair is pretty good. And we can sell that. I'm going to lose one harvester, but to be honest, that's not a huge deal. We'll just go for mass infantry now. Use this Scorpion tank to scout around his base. We can rebuild that harvester, since he traded a lot of units for that one harvester, which I'm okay with, to be honest. We can even go for the shadow teams. Start working on that Tib infusion. He's probably going to try and take another poke into my base with those pits. Or maybe not. Let's put those in there. I'm going to use these shadow teams. We're going to try and bomb some upgraded power plants. That would be nice. We can even throw down the stealth tower as well. Yeah, just mass infantry now. We'll be able to hold off pretty much anything with mass infantry. So yeah, let's try get around this base. Destroy some of those upgraded power plants. So there you can see he's got some upgraded power. We're going to take those out with these shadow teams. He's going for those shadow teams now. I mean, shadowers. He has to respond to these units right here. Can even get one more pitbull kill if we want. Go for some avatars now and a redeemer. Can probably stop spamming infantry. and just bomb more power plants to just delay him for as much as possible. Because these upgraded power plants is going to be delaying his build time significantly. We go for the Redeemer too, as well as some avatars. He has a Marv out now. Okay. And yes, he has some upgraded power plants that he's placing right there, which is not a huge deal. Let's move these there and see if we can bomb something else on this map. You can see that he's trying to hold these shadow teams off. I doubt he would have placed any more power plants at his own base there. And yes, let's get these avatars into the fray. We could even research EMP. I mean, if you use the EMP under the stealth, then that could work really, really well. Let's get some of these units into there, and this Marv can take a lot of damage. If it decides to venture into there. So let's get this Redeemer into action. Some EMP buggies, as well as some 2 engineers for this Redeemer. Some Vertigos as well, in case he's going for Spectres. And let's get these avatars into position. See if we can do something with these shadow teams. We might have placed something at that field there. So yeah, I'd imagine it'll be going for Spectre artillery now. Something that not players like to do. Also, you can stealth your disruption towers. And yeah, he might actually be able to kill me here with that. And we might lose the Redeemer. Oh no. Oh damn. So Unleashed played pretty well in this game. I'm not that good on this map. Just don't know how to play it. Unleashed doing well, winning this game. And yeah, I let those Juggernauts camp get up to a number where I couldn't deal with. And this is me pretty much dead. So yeah, GG, I suppose. He would never say this to me, but there you go. Not a map that I particularly enjoy playing. I should have perhaps been more aggressive on that map. With the Reckoner Rush, I usually do Reckoners against GDI. But nonetheless, I was actually ahead of him in eco. It's just I lost my Redeemer to his Marv and Jugs, which is a really, really powerful combination. It's really hard to stop. Alright guys, so yeah, I just recorded a game. Or I just played a game on Decision. I won it. It was Mock versus GDI, but I ran out of disk space, so that didn't exactly count. I'm kind of annoyed at that because it was a pretty good game. It went all the way to tier 4. It was probably around 20 minutes in length, but I'm afraid I didn't have enough space on my hard drive. So yeah, I need to remember to look at that before recording. I swear I've had so many recording problems lately. It's kind of demotivating me to make these videos, but nonetheless I'll still do my best to try and bring these out. It's so many hurdles though. One of them is recording problems, the other is trying to get players online to play against. And Unleashed is willing to play a lot of games against me, which is just nice. It seems like we have drawn Steel Talons this time, which is not that great. He is just regular GDI. I get first shots on that rifle squad, so I should be able to win it, providing it doesn't bug out for some reason. Alright, okay, and we could just take this building over. He's probably looking to capture the spikes. He usually does like to go for spikes on this map. Take that spike over. I forgot about that. So yeah, we're just going to send this squad up here to see if he is indeed going for that spike. We'll go for the pit bull as well. For the scout. Because we can never leave Unleashed unscouted. If he's going for an Orca Rush, we need to be prepared for it. And this pit bull can do some damage to an Orca if he is going for Orcas. We can leave that near to the spike there in case he decides to go for that rush. And he's got a rifle squad there, which could indicate to me that he's going for an Orca. Okay, so there you go, Orca Rush there by Unleashed. And he's probably going for the spikes, all the spikes, so it was a good call by me doing this. We're going to take out these Orcas before they kill a harvester of mine. And yeah, take that Orca out. He's not gonna get any harvested here by the look of things. I mean, I'm on one harvester. He's probably going for the spike, but he's not going to be able to get it. So let's just send this squad over here, and this is actually a pretty big disaster by Unleashed. That was a really good read by me, actually. I had a feeling he would go for this rush, and you know, there you go, he is going for it. Just one-shot these Orcas. There you go. When you got 3 pit bulls, you can one-shot the Orcas. Now those V35s are still around, so we need to watch to see if he's going for... And no, I'm not going to get that one Orca. He's still continuing to go for the Orca Rush though. And he's probably going to go for... He's probably going to try and degarrison that foxhole, but that's not going to work out for him. Okay, he's trying his hardest to get my spikes, but it's just not working. This is not looking good for Unleashed. And it's just one of those games where he just got blind counted really hard. Because he does the same strats over and over sometimes. And this is one of those games where it's like that. And yeah, he's still continuing to build Orcas. He's only going to get one harvester though. Which, I mean, it's not a huge deal. We're going to just spam pits from this point and we will be fine. Expand while we're at it. Get that harvester docking, and we had the perfect start, so there's no reason for us to lose this game. We should only lose this game due to a stupid reason. Like the game DCing. Or desync. But that's not going to happen, as we're not playing as Nod or Blackhand, where quad turrets has the potential to desync the game. And I have been upgrading quads a fair bit lately. Okay, there's the Orca, so we want to keep an eye on those. Try and snipe them. And I'm not sure where his Orcas have gone. But yeah, let's just group these up into groups of 3. And we want to obviously put that refinery on low power just so we can get the pit bulls out. Just get more pit bulls because he's starting to build pit bulls. He's trying to be as aggressive as possible. Snipe that. And he's not going to achieve anything there with his Orcas. He's going to lose yet again another Orca, which starts spamming those harvesters once again, and just play safe at this point, maintain our lead. And there you go, he's got an engineer. He's probably trying to capture that spike there, but that didn't quite work out for him. Unleashed never gives up. It's just how he is. He never, ever, ever gives up. Alright, so, I mean, he's probably going to go infantry to counter the pits that I'm building. And we can go for the V35 spam. We can make empty V35s, well not empty ones anymore, but I mean we could make V35s. And we can... Just gonna get one harvester here, 2 harvesters. But we're just gonna go on the counter attack now, and that will probably be most likely game for Unleashed. Sell this off because we're gonna use the funds to call in the bloodhounds. And these bloodhounds come with 2 wolverines, which is just gonna kill off these units right here. So we're going to attack when those bloodhounds are arriving. Alright, so when the bloodhounds land, we should be okay. And they have landed, so let's get those wolverines into action, killing these infantry, which is why of course we use the bloodhound support power in the first place. And Unleashed. He's not out of it yet, but he soon will be. Just focus down those pit bulls. We can just one-shot those pit bulls. And now, I mean, we might as well just go for orcas of our own. We're going for titans now to kill off those pits. Sell off the mostly wounded refinery.
Construction complete. Unit under attack. Structure training.
And we'll take a third base while we're at it. Now he's harvested hardly anything compared to me. So we're going to use this V35 with the rifle inside to scout his base, see what he's up to. But I mean, I doubt he's got a refinery established at that base there. If he has so, then we can use these orcas to snipe some harvesters, and that will be pretty good for us. And of course this orca is going to scout in advance. Okay, he's scouting himself there, so he suspects that I'm going for orcas. We can perhaps lure those units away from my base. And we can just one-shot some of those units right there. So that V35 has lured those units away. We can just snipe this harvester right here. We get 2 harvesters and 2 pit bulls for the cost of no orca losses, which is just excellent. We're gonna crush these rockets since we have no hope of actually killing them anywhere else with these titans. And he's going to go towards that building there, and these titans are going to just steamroll into his base. I mean, if he goes infantry, that's not a big deal for us, since he can, we can just crush the infantry because they're not in a great number at the moment. For example, we can just crush them here, and that will be able to kill off those infantry rather easily. And get those back to base. And at the same time, we'll go on to be attacking his harvesters right here as well. Getting a total of 3 harvesters. And these harvesters will be able to use... We'll be able to crush these units, hopefully. Get that one back to base. How are my titans doing? Pretty good, actually. We've still got a few of those intact. And at least he hasn't got much in the way of units and eco now, so I expect him to be surrendering any moment. I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop the video after this game, as yeah, my disk space again is getting really low. I'll be sure to buy another hard drive though, so I can record these games. And of course I have a bonus game coming after this one, which I recorded yesterday, but for the same reasons the rest of it didn't get recorded. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like. And this is Masalif. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. So yeah, Black Hand. We don't know what he is. He is random, but you know, you don't need to know what your opponent is, as you are Black Hand, and you can pretty much do a good job in most, if not every single matchup. So yeah, we'll just go for the Cabal Shredder spam. And my volume is a little bit loud, but nothing too significant. Let me just see if I can lower it. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure what particular scout I'm up against. If it's a Black Hand mirror, then there's no point me drafting so many Cabals, because he's just going to clean up all of them with a single buggy. And these Cabals give so much experience. Like one Cabal squad, I know I shouldn't be saying this, but one Cabal squad will give the same experience as a Predator tank when killed. Yeah, I kid you not. The same experience as a Predator tank. Now I believe that was intentional by the EA devs, because they wanted to make a really powerful unit, but also there has to be a reward for your opponent's a lot weaker scouts for killing it, which I totally agree with. I mean, it's a nice thing to compensate for the amount of how powerful they are in general, these units, these Confessor Cabals. So yes, we don't know what he is. He could be Steel Talons, so if we went for a Reckoner Rush, that could have failed. I didn't bother to check his rifle squad out to see what particular sub-faction he is, but I'll know by the Harvester right now. Okay, he is Zocom. Zocom versus Black Hand. Well, what can I say? It's incredibly hard for Zocom to win in this matchup, simply because they don't have artillery. And the one and only thing that Black Hand really struggle with against GDI in general is Mass Jug. But we don't need to worry about that, because he is Zocom. He's going for a Pred now, because he suspects that I'm going for a Reckoners. This is how ridiculous Black Hand is. I mean, you can get your opponent to react to something that is not even coming to begin with. So as you can see, I'm ecoing ahead of this. I don't need to respond to those two Preds in the very near future, because, you know, it's going to take them a long time for them to traverse this map and get to my base. And, you know, at the moment they're like static defense sitting that right there. So by not rushing, I have accomplished the same thing as if I would rush, because I forced him to overspend on something, and I'm not even going for the rush in the first place. So we'll just eco boom now. It would be the correct play from here, just to eco ahead, keep maintaining that advantage. There's no point throwing it away and going for bike buggy, because then the Preds at his base will be able to hold it off pretty effectively. Anyways, we'll go for some bike buggy now, because we've got a nice refinery to harvester ratio. Ideally you want 9 to 10 harvesters if you're playing as Black Hand or any faction. You want a lot of harvesters so you can transfer some harvesters from your first field to the third base if you take a third base, and then you can have an economy on 3 fields while your opponent is on only 2, which will give you a significant economic advantage if you can maintain it. So yeah, let's just snipe this APC right here. We need to check to see if he's got the spikes right now. And yeah, I'm drafting Cabals everywhere so I can reveal the map. Of course, that map vision is quite vital for us. We're going to just send these units back and just rely on one buggy to scout what he's up to. I know my micro recently has not been the best, and this game is really good for showing that. I'm like, yeah, Q. I'm going to win this game. I think that's the result of me playing so much Black Hand lately. I mean, you just forget that micro's a thing, because all your units are so powerful. Anyways, yeah, he's going for air, which against free War Factory Bike Buggy is not exactly what I'd say very good. Pitbull for the scout. He's not going to reveal anything that he didn't already know. I mean, he knew that I was going for buggy. He's significantly behind of me when it comes to eco. So we're just going to end this game right now with mass bike buggy, and I truly do mean a mass amount of it. And we're floating a lot of money here. So we're going to get the raider buggies to tank, and then what we're going to do is we're going to not cloak, but rather decoy all of our units, just to give him some extra targets. And can't deploy there for some reason. It's kind of an annoying bug sometimes. Like, you know for a fact that you can deploy there, but for some reason you just cannot. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him transition to Preds now. What we're going to do is we're going to decoy all of these bikes. So we're going to just focus fire the ground so we get them all stacked together, and then we can get a nice decoy on there, which is going to double our units. And this is going to be just like the death force of bike buggy. There's literally nothing that will be able to stop this sheer amount of bike buggy. And of course we can split the fire here of these units just so we can not overkill with the rockets as badly. But yeah, we need to just kill everything he has here. And of course there's some... He's trying to plant down mines, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work for him, considering how I have so many bike buggy. But yeah, when you find yourself to be in the lead as Blackhand, just don't be afraid to go mass bike buggy. No matter what they build, they're simply not going to be able to stop it. And Unleashed is a player who won't give up, despite him being in the worst situations at times. He just won't give up, so you need to really punish him. And yeah, he's trying his hardest to remain in this game. And yeah, he's building towers now. Might want to consolidate my forces a little bit and not sack these units for no reason. And yeah, he hasn't harvested anything compared to me, yet is holding me off my bike buggy swarm, which, I mean, I could have gone for Preds, but, you know, whatever. And yes, just gonna throw down another decoy just so those APCs have something else to fire at. And as I can see, there's more explosions happening on his side than mine. And we just need to overwhelm these towers, and we should have won this game. But Unleashed still in it, very much so, for the meantime anyways. And yeah, let's destroy some of these power plants. And we're now going to start preparing for what could be a very long game, so we'll start going for this now, start destroying these power plants. Perhaps I expended a few too many of those bike buggies, just me trying to end the game as soon as possible, like taking ridiculous risks for no reason whatsoever. And yeah, I don't see what he can possibly achieve now with so much bike buggy containing him. I'm going to have eco up here too. And yeah, I suppose he's been spending all of his resources on trying to stop this. I mean, he gets a nice orca strike there, destroying a shitload of my units. So good job there by Unleashed. Doing a good job remaining in this game, but the question is for how long exactly? And yeah, here comes more APCs. So we're just going to rally our forces there now. I mean, he hasn't got an amazing sum of units at the moment, so we don't need to worry about those APCs that much. I mean, the most he can do now is just throw down mines, and he can hope to get lucky with those mines. But I can throw down shredder turrets and detect those mines, so they don't do anything to me. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to go for mass beam. I suppose that's probably a good idea now. And Unleashed. he has now got a sonic emitter. But he's not going to have enough here to stop these units for sure. Let's focus down this Reclamator hub now. And yeah, Unleashed in his survivor mode, obviously, as he likes to call it. And yeah, these Sonics, man, they're really causing a lot of damage. But I imagine he'll be soon out of cash. Let's micro this harvester a little bit. Get a laser turret as well, because why not? And yeah, he's getting some splash off on my Scorpion tanks. But you know what? I think I'm going to be able to overwhelm this still, just simply because I have so many units here. We can sell this war factory here, because we don't need it anymore. And we can just go for beams. I reckon beams will be able to end this game for me now. Beams now will be able to end the game. Let's get these harvesters harvesting over there. And just plant these AAs now, because obviously he's going to try and kill my beam cannons with those. So we just need to micro a little bit here and there and we'll be fine. And with this many beam cannons we can focus down pretty much anything really quickly. And yeah, here we go. You need to kill this real quick, and then that. Once his Marv starts to take damage from that many beam cannons, it won't take long before it gets destroyed. And yeah, this is such a messy game, I almost threw it. Because sometimes I'm such an idiot, I want to end games so quickly. And all because I decided to be a prick and choose Black Hand. And yeah, Unleashed is just being so annoying. It's like he thinks that you're an idiot and you can't end the game with disadvantage. The only reason I'm playing like this is because, again, I just want to end the game. And he knows that I'm impatient sometimes, so he's just going to stay there and be annoying. So yeah, Unleashed defeated. I'm going to pick random next time. Stop Black Hand. I know it's not entertaining for you guys to watch. And yeah, that was not as clean as I would like. I was significantly ahead of him. Let's just check out the resources. Actually, no, I wasn't so ahead of him. The gap between resources wasn't that much, surprisingly. He must have been leeching some blue Tiberium. But yeah, I did have a nice lead over him in that game. So, yeah.